Sweetie, I noticed the other day there was a guy that was like standing next to you. I mean, I trust you. It's just the way that he was looking at you and the way that he was talking to you. I mean, it didn't really sit right with me. I mean, it's not that I don't think you can't handle yourself. You're strong, you're really strong. But sometimes I feel this protective instinct that I can't help. I feel, a little bit jealous, And I know it's not fair. I know. I mean, you have the right to talk to anyone you want. It's just that when I see someone getting so close to you and flirting with you and talking to you, and they can take my attention away from me, it just drives me crazy. And I don't want to be that guy, the overly jealous boyfriend. But I guess when it comes to you, I just can't help it. You mean so much to me. And the thought of anyone thinking that they can have what we have really gets to me. And it's really not even about them or the guy or anything. It's about how much I care about you. How much I love you. And when I see someone else trying to get in between that, even if it's just in my head, it really does make my blood boil. I mean, I'm not mad at you or anything. I just need to know that you're mine and I'm yours. I don't want anyone else thinking that they have a shot of what we built together. I mean, you're my everything, I guess. I just don't like the idea of anyone seeing how amazing you are. And I know it's selfish, but I can't really help it. I mean, I'm never gonna stop you from talking to other people or making friends. I'm not like that. But just know, when I get a little bit jealous, it's because you mean the world to me. And I love you so much. I can't stand the idea of someone else even thinking that they can take you away from me. But don't worry, okay? I'm gonna do my best to keep it in check. And I just want you to know that you're mine. And I'm always gonna be here, protecting what we have. Anyway, sweetie, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Here, let's cuddle. Come close. Do you remember our first date? I think about it all the time. I mean, it feels like it was just yesterday. I was so nervous. You probably couldn't tell because I was trying to act all cool. But deep inside, I was freaking out. I mean, I still remember that restaurant, that cute little restaurant. Do you still remember that restaurant? The one that we met at on our first date? Yeah, it's the one with the dim lights and the soft music. playing in the background. I remember I showed up early because I didn't want to make you wait, silly. But honestly, I think I was just really excited to see you. And I remember when you walked in and I first saw you there and I was like, wow. My heart really stopped. It nearly stopped. And I thought you looked absolutely beautiful. I mean, I tried not to stare, but I think I failed. I mean, I'm sure you caught me checking you out, didn't you? And when we sat down at our table, and at first we just had, normal conversations about work, school, and family. And just, random things like that. But then, as the night went on, something changed. And it felt like the world around us disappeared and it was just me and you left. And every time you laughed, it just made me want to get to know you more. I mean, I can listen to you forever. I really can. I know this might sound a little bit corny, but I remember that when you try to reach across to that table, your fingers brushed it against mine, and that's when I knew. That's when I knew that this was just not another date. And I felt that there was something more. I felt that there was something real. And that night, when I walked you home, I really didn't want it to end. I kept on thinking of ways to keep the conversation going. I just wanted to spend a few more minutes with you. But when we got to your place, and you smiled at me and said goodnight, and I felt like I was the luckiest person in the world. I really did. And then, out of nowhere, you kissed me on my cheek. And I swear to you, I couldn't stop smiling. I was smiling ear to ear, all the way home. And I knew from that moment that I would make sure that I would see you again. And that night, I realized I didn't just want one date. I really didn't. I wanted you every single day. That's what I wanted. And honestly, I'll never ever forget that night. That night was the beginning of everything. And I'm so glad to share with you. Sweetie, come cuddle. Come cuddle close. Good. Just like that.